Greetings and welcome to this video on JavaScript interview questions and answers. My name is Michelle AI, and our focus today is on JavaScript coding styles, a topic frequently discussed in front-end interviews. As we explore this subject, you will not only deepen your understanding of JavaScript, but also refine your skills for your next JavaScript interview. During the video, we'll pose a question for you to answer, followed by the correct response. We will give you 15 seconds to answer each question. Optionally, you can pause the video if you need more time. Although we will be focusing on interview responses, it's essential to be familiar with the technical aspect of each topic. You can find detailed technical responses under the coding style category on our website at hellojavascript.info. So, let's get started with the first question. What is a coding style guide, and why is it important? Here is the response to this question. A coding style guide is a document that provides guidelines and conventions for writing consistent and maintainable code, which improves code quality and productivity. Let's move on to the next question. When it comes to coding style and application development, what is the goal? Here is the correct interview response. The goal of coding style and application development is to create maintainable, efficient, and readable code, ensuring optimal functionality, collaboration, and ease of understanding for developers and users alike. Let's look at the next question. Should you always use curly braces with conditional if statements? Here is the correct answer to this question. Using curly braces with a conditional if statement is not required, but it's a best practice to improve readability and prevent errors. Now for the next question. Should code lines in JavaScript be long and horizontal or split into separate lines? Provide a justification for your decision. This is the correct way to answer this question. Code lines in JavaScript should be split into separate lines, ideally not exceeding 80 to 100 characters. This improves readability, reduces horizontal scrolling, and makes the code easier to understand and maintain. Let's look at the next question. What do development teams typically agree to for the maximum character length? Here is the response to this interview question. In JavaScript, development teams typically agree on a maximum character length of 80 to 100 characters per line, as it strikes a balance between readability and efficient use of screen space while coding. Now for the next question. What is the best practice for vertical space of code? Here is the correct interview response. A best practice for vertical space in JavaScript includes using blank lines to separate logical sections, function declarations, and blocks of related code, improving readability and code organization. Let's move on to the next question. What is one way to reduce nested levels in your code? Here is the correct answer to this question. One way to reduce nested levels in JavaScript is to refactor nested if statements and loops by using early returns, switch statements, and function extraction to break down complex logic into smaller, simpler pieces. Let's look at the next question. What are some common coding conventions in JavaScript? Here is the correct answer to this question. Common coding conventions in JavaScript include using consistent indentation, camel case for variable and function names, avoiding global variables, using semicolons to terminate statements, using descriptive and concise comments, and avoiding unnecessary code complexity. This is the next question. What is the purpose of a linter in JavaScript? This is the correct way to answer this question. A linter in JavaScript helps identify potential errors, enforce coding conventions, improve code quality, maintain consistency, and provide suggestions for best practices during development. Let's move on to the next question. How does the use of semicolons contribute to a clean and organized JavaScript code? Here is the response to this interview question. Semicolons help in maintaining a clean and organized code base by explicitly indicating the end of a statement. This eliminates ambiguity and makes the code easier to read and understand. Let's look at the next question. What is the significance of indentation in JavaScript? Here is the correct interview response. Indentation is essential in JavaScript for improving code readability and maintainability. It helps to visually separate blocks of code, making it easier to understand the flow and structure of the program. Now, for the final question. How can you ensure consistent code style across your JavaScript project? Here is the correct answer to this question. To ensure consistent code style across a project, you can use tools like ESLint or Prettier. These tools help to enforce a specific set of conventions and automatically format the code according to the predefined rules. Additionally, having a well-documented style guide and conducting regular code reviews can also help maintain consistency. We've now come to the end of this video on coding style. We hope that you found it to be informative and valuable. Be sure to join us for the next video, where we'll take a closer look at JavaScript style guides. Thank you for watching.